Woohoo! Welcome everybody. It is the first day of ephemera 2025. Now I've got you on kind of wide view at the moment because I want to show you something. Do you know what? I'm going to be completely honest and go, I'm still not 100% sure that I've got my head around the compartmental making aspect of this challenge. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to watch the first few days of Louise and Barbara's videos, and I may or may not change up what I'm doing, because hey, at the end of the day we each have to do what works for us, and I think that this will be a really interesting way for me of completing this challenge. So as you'll see, I have my prompt list. Put that to one side for a minute so I don't lose it. Now this is a big orange box and you will see, can you see the end here? I have the little 2025 sticker in there, and in my box I have my lovely snacks and stash, which came from my swap partner Gajana from Diary of a Creative Therapist. So she and I have swapped snacks and stash, so that's in there, and also this journal is in here. Now I made this in preparation for Defemember before I knew that it was going to be something slightly different this year, so that's okay. And what I had done, if you'd seen the videos, at the moment the signatures are just in on a temporary basis with some elastic, like a traveller's notebook, so they can be taken in and out. So that's in there, and as you will see, this is quite a neutral vintage feel to the journal. And so one of the things I'm going to aim for is to keep what I'm making during this challenge in the vintage neutral vibe, because do you know, one of the things I've recognized from doing other challenges is that I can be really eclectic. And in the same challenge I can go from pretty lacy vintage to way out there modern bright colours, almost punky type or gothic dark work. So I'm going to try and be a little bit more focused during this challenge and create a bit more of a coordinated, is that the right word, coordinated, you know what I mean, things that go together, complementary items. I'm going to try and do, so following our prompt list, I'm going to try and make at least 2 of each item. I may do more, but I'm going to try and make at least 2 of each item. And what I'm going to do in January, and I'm just going to make them and I'm going to put them in this box. During January, I'm going to then use those items to decorate this journal, and I'm going to make a second journal. Now, why are you doing that, you ask? And the reason being is I love to actually keep a journal for a challenge that I've done. And what I've found is that they often become reference books for me, if you like, because I'll be wanting to do something, or I'll be thinking about something and oh yeah, I did that for this challenge, and I can pull my journal off the shelf, have a look, and as I say, it's almost like an art reference book or a junk journal reference for me. So I'm going to be completing one journal to keep, and then I'm going to be making a second journal with the things that we make this month, and that will be gifted to someone else or sold or whatever, I don't know yet, but that's what I'm aiming to do. And I will also, of course, be aiming to use, the box open, something each day from my lovely stash here. past the snacks for a minute. My lovely stash here from Gajana, which I've packed away neatly again. But I'm going to be aiming to use something from there every day as well. All right. So let's put all this to the side and let's start thinking about day one. And the prompt is page tab and moth-eaten lace. Okay, before we get going, I have to just tell you, I've been dying to open these and oh my goodness, they are divine. Look, these are little marzipan balls and I think they're coated in cocoa and they are just, to die for. So I'm going to have to use all my willpower not to eat them all today. Right, a couple of things. Got a mouthful now, haven't I? I've got these are little die cuts, and these are designed as page tabs. These are designed as tags or little borders, frames, mats, whatever you want to call them. But actually, if you cut these out and fold them in half, they make really cool little page tabs. So my plan is to cut some of those out, and also this is my template. I want to also make a corner page tab as well. So this is my template and I'll show you how to do this. So that's that. I've got, do you know, I've got a lot of lace, but actually not much of it is moth-eaten, so we might have to do some distress work on here. So I've pulled out bits and pieces. Not sure what I'm going to use yet. I've also got a bit of silk here, which I thought might add to the kind of moth-eaten look because we can fray it out. And I've got some of this, and if you've watched my videos, you've probably seen me use this before. You buy this in the shops around Halloween time, and it's kind of a cotton, I think it's supposed to look like spider's webs. But it's really cool for using in all sorts of projects. You can pull it apart, you can use it. I'll get this bit to open up in a minute. There, can you see? It's like just a loosely woven, and it's cotton. So if you're coffee dyeing, this takes the coffee dye really well. And in fact, I'm just reaching behind me. I did some coffee dyeing recently, and this is a piece that you can see I've coffee dyed. So those are the things I'm going to be using. As per usual for me, I'm not quite sure how things are going to turn out yet, but I'm going to start by cutting some of these out using my Cuttlebug machine, and I will cut a couple of squares to make a couple of corner page tabs as well. Right. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've run those through my die cut machine several times, and what I have is a pile of coordinating page tabs. Now, page tabs by their nature are not necessarily finished until you pop them on the page, but I want to fold these and get them ready to go and decorate them. Now you'll see with these, although as I say they're designed to be, I don't know, labels or tags or whatever, if you fold them in half, they actually make really cute little page tabs, and they've got this lovely edging to them. So whilst I fold these, I will say a little bit more about what I said in the introduction. I'm not 100% convinced, and this is probably just me doubting myself, that I have the kind of the concept of compartmental making yet. But I think, and what I'm hoping really is by doing it this way, is that by the end of the challenge, I will have enough pieces of coordinating ephemera to quite quickly, I think, put together a journal. So that's kind of where what I'm aiming for, and hopefully that fits with the right idea of the compartmental making. Okay, so, and if I've missed something along the way, please let me know. This paper's great because it's double-sided, so some of these I might do plain brown. We'll see. So as you can see, all I'm doing, I'm folding these in half to make my little page tabs. And so what you'll notice is that today I'm going to have quite a few pieces. I am going to decorate these, but I will probably end up with quite a few pieces ready to go in a journal, because page tabs are reasonably quick and easy to make. Now, how many of each day I make depends on the complexity, and also depends on how much time I have, because as you know, life gets in the way sometimes. And Mr. Gemini ran tourist accommodation, and this is our busy time of the year. Now I'm just thinking about what I'm doing here. These are 4-inch squares. That's right. And I'm going to fold them corner to corner like that, and corner to corner like that. And then I'm going to flip it the other way, and I'm going to fold each corner, fold each long side down like that, so that it comes to the point at the bottom. Crease those. Stop being lazy, you can get my bone folder out. And then what I want to do, and I'm going to have this as the outside, I'm going to tuck those pieces in and fold like that, and there. And that's interesting. And the one I did just now, I didn't have a fold down the middle there. I know what I did. That's right, I'll show you on this one. That doesn't matter. What you're then going to do is to grab your glue. And my glue is probably all stuck together. Open it up, and on one of these triangles, put some glue, and some glue there. Fold that quite firmly down. And then do the same in here. And on the other side. And what you will then find, if you imagine that this is the page in your journal, you have a little corner tab like this. Now you can do lots of things with these if you wanted to. So this is that you'll end up with one side that's thicker because you've glued it together, and one side that's thinner. So if you're using the thinner side and you've got double-sided paper like this, you can also then fold back like this and make a cute little page tab like that. Now I've always called these page tabs. I hope they qualify as a page tab. I'll show you again on this one, and I'll tell you what I did wrong with that one. This is just some paper that I've put through an embossing folder with some texture. What I did with the other one, I folded it twice. If you just fold it once like this and then fold down into the middle, you'll see the difference in a moment. Too much talking, not enough concentrating today, clearly. And then open it out, fold the triangle bits in, and like that. There you go. And you stick it in the same way, but you can see the difference. With this one there's no fold down that middle, with this one there is. Doesn't really matter if it's going to be decorated because it won't show. So I'll show you how to glue again. If you open it out, glue these two triangles, glue. There we go. And then in these two, what you can also do if you want to, and I might do with this one, is before, so you'll see this is going to go over the page. The page is going to go in here, but before you glue that down, if you envisage this as the top, so this is going to go over the top of your page, what you can do, and I'll show you, because this I can bring in, it's not really moth eaten, is it? But we'll put a bit of lace on there anyway. Let's just cut the end of that one straight. What I'm going to do with this one is to put a little bit of glue quite deliberately along that top edge. A little bit more on top just to make sure. Trim off the excess. And now, when you put that on your page, you've got a little cute little frilly bit at the top. Does it make sense? Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to bring in some of the lace that I found and do a bit of decoration on these. I've also been through my stash box from Kajana at Diary of a Creative Therapist, and I found these two really cool pieces. If we're talking about sort of moth-eaten lace, and I must ask her how she's done these. I don't know. This one, so this is a sticky back that you peel off, and then this one looks as though it's got a tea bag over it, and this one, it's the same kind of stuff, but this one has almost like cheesecloth, coffee dyed cheesecloth over the top. Aren't they cool? So when I do my decoration today, I'm going to be bringing in some of the lace and things that that I've pulled out, and also these are my bits from my stash that I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to put some music on and sit and decorate. I don't know some or all of these, we'll see how we go, because as I say, my hope is that I will end up with my lovely orange box full of pieces, I guess they would be pieces of ephemera, to ready, and it's almost like a kit, if you like, to then complete a junk journal. So I feel like I'm talking too much today, so I'll stop. Just sit back, relax, enjoy watching, and I hope it inspires you. Okay everybody, today's prompt was page tab mothy and lace, so let's see what we've achieved. And you know, this video today may be a little bit longer than the rest of my ephemera videos. I'm going to aim to keep them round about 15-20 minutes if I can, and that's because I want you to be able to go out there and see the videos from my swap partner, whose channel is Diary of a Creative Therapist, and also all the other amazing contributors that are taking part in this challenge. And if you use the hashtag #ephemera, you will see everybody's videos come up. So let's have a quick look. So I did a couple of corner tabs. This one's a little bit like a cluster, and this one's more got a quote on it. And then some of I'll just flick through the others for you. This one has got a little dangle on, and of course the fun thing about doing this is that I added this little bit of sari silk and a brad to that one once it had dried. The fun thing about doing this is that you know, these don't have to be finished, you know, like these. I've added a little bit of script to that textured paper, but you know, when I go to put these in my journal, it's easy enough to add something else, might be a little button or a sticker or something that coordinates with the rest of the page. This one I wanted to show you. It's a little bit messy, but this was the silk that I pulled off the edge of these, and I've just stuck it down with a button, you know, and actually that's quite effective. The rest of these, this one I used some more of that lovely textured sticky stuff from my swap box, and the rest of these really a little bit of script on those, but I've left these blank. I've just inked the edges so they're ready to go, and if I do want to add something else, as I say, to coordinate with whatever page they're on, I can do. So I hope that first day's been fun, guys. All my videos in this series will have links below to Louisa Heinzel and Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, who are the wonderful people who run this challenge. There will also be a link to Diary of a Creative Therapist, Gajana. She's my swap partner for this challenge. But anything you see me do, any questions, any comments, love to hear from you. Please feel free to ask. But for now, whoa, that feels like a bit of a mammoth first day. But that's often the way when we start a new challenge. So I will be back tomorrow. It will be shorter. And tomorrow we will be looking at a floating pocket and bold numbers. So that's something that in my mind is a bit bigger than page tabs. And so I may only do one or two. But we'll see how we go, and we will see. But for now, until tomorrow, ka kite ano.